Good morning. Today, I would like to talk about Maestro Indo Afunggol, my maestro. I have studied and respect for a long years. Okay, let's start. Okay, it's start the simple sparring match when I matches with Maestro Indo Afunggol in 1977. He started in the house of pinning I've seen. Yeah, one night, all the masters gathered, and he walked in. I was training under Maestro Peping de Masaka at that time. And he walked in, he sat down right on the corner. He said hello to everybody, like everybody else. And then he sat down. And then he watched all the sparring routine. And then Maestro Pining Absin called his name and he said, all right, Maestro Pedro, Indo, your turn. And Maestro, Bae, he's saying, what? Bae, I'm not ready. That's what he's saying. Bae, hindi ako handa. And he said that he's not ready. So we went to the thing, and me and him has to be sparring. Oh man, the man is not ready. Indeed, not ready. All right, he beat my ass every minute of that sparring, every second of that sparring. He never gave me a chance to strike. He just whip and whip my ass. That's what he did. So after that sparring, I couldn't sleep that night. I was watching his movement on my, mind. Man, that man is so beautiful, nice. I thought I could touch him because he's in the Medio position, and all of a sudden he's gone. He's gone. It's not like other maestro that I work with, that everybody is really distant with me in Largo. But him, he's always in the Medio. Really waited to strike. And then all of a sudden he's gone. And he's striking me with whole multiple strike with that Abaniko. Oh my God. What an eye-opener. So later on that week, I asked my dad if he could talk to him. My dad said, no, I already did. I said, when? I talked to him, but he said that wait until Maestro Ente Afunggol started with you, because he don't want to be the first one. Let Maestro Ente, his older brother, to start teaching before the younger brother. So I went to his house, and it's very easy to find this house because the only place in Paete grow grapes is his house, right in Ermita. My dad said, you go to Ermita, where all the, behind the Mitchang Putu Kalupe house, and you'll see the grapes. And the grapes is their house. I said, really? He said, yeah. So I walked in there one afternoon around 6 o'clock after dinner, 6:30, and I knocked. And the woman, the mother, the wife came out, and he said, may I help you? Yeah, I'm looking for Maestro Indo Afunggol. Oh, he's in the mountain. He's staying in Tubug, so, and that's where I am, in the mountain also, in Tubug. So I said, when he's coming back, he's coming down this weekend. So I came back on Saturday and talked to him. Finally, we sat down, and formally asked, could you start teaching me now? And my old man said, how much do you know in the abecedario of my brother in Ente Afunggol? So I demonstrate whatever I remember, because I don't know what he's looking for in particular. So I demonstrate the Pit 7 strike and the Largo, of course. I demonstrate many technique that comes with it. But I'm not quite sure what he's looking for. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I keep demonstrating. Just 30 minutes later, he stopped me and said, okay, that's enough. All right, so the first thing you have to do is stay still. Don't move. And I want you to strike buhat araw and taga sa tuhod. Only two. That's all you have to do. Two strike. But stay still. I want you to picture that strike. Okay? I want you to picture that strike. It's the only one you know. You don't know anything else. Clear your mind to what technique you have learned from the past few years from other maestro. This time I'm going to teach you how to stay still. Don't be afraid to the strike. And that's how you're going to apply these two strike. Of course, I'm going to show you a body, position and body angle every time you are going to be touched. And I said, but Maestro, I'm in medio. I'm in very close. And I said, that's correct. That's what I want you to be. Because would you think your opponent would strike from afar? No, they won't strike you from afar. They know they cannot reach you there. So you have to lure them. Bring them into your danger zone. And then put them on the trap, that they cannot leave. Because they will walk in. You don't walk in, you just wait. And that's what basically the whole theory is. Wait. And if you don't strike, you strike because you're close. And don't strike committedly. You use 3 types of strike. And I will demonstrate them later, on the thing. He did pitik, yeah. Pitik is a flick, and then he did haplit, which is extended the arm, and then he did a labtik, which is follow through. Those is the 3 strike. But in the same strike, he say buhat araw, strike pitik, buhat araw, haplit. So buhat araw haplit, you extend your arm. Yeah? And then buhat araw labtik is you pass it through. So, in the same way on number 2. Pitik, haplit, and labtik. So, he want me to learn those 3 category of strike. Which is I have never heard it before. I mean, I heard the word because it's a Tagalog word, but means I never heard it from any of my maestro because everybody just teach me a strike buhat araw. One way. There's no 3 level. He said, if you have to learn my style, you have to learn the 3 level of strike. Because when you go on the largo mano, you use the labtik. When you go to medio, you have to use haplit. And when you go to corto, you use the pitik. It means just plick. Plicking strike. Plicking strike. And what do they call that? It's a plicking strike, regular strike, stopping strike. Here we go. That's just a stopping strike. That's the haplit. I'm not sure because haplit is a Tagalog. When I grew up, I already heard haplit. It might be, it's even an. I'm not. This is don't kill me on this one because probably there's a lot of people that a Tagalog speaker that might say, "Oh, you're wrong." But anyway, haplit is like the word like hap. See, it means middle. Lit. It's like hit, hit, lit or lights, or waking you up in the haplit. So that's the way it sounds like. It to me sound like American word, half, you know, half and light, you know, half lit. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So the strike is extended, but that's considered as medio. You know, but when you pass it through, that's considered as largo because you're ready for another one. You know, but the pitik, the close range, is really just right here, very close to your body. You know, right here, boom, boom, boom. All of those is the pitik. So, I continues that from 1 and 2, 3 and